Help me, Robert the Bruce. You're my only hope.
We need an ATST on the ground now.
What's up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here, and today it's all about dominating in an all-terrain scout transport, aka the ATST. Now, the rebels refer to these things as chicken walkers due to the way they look moving around, but regardless of what you call them, these machines can do some insane work on the battlefield, and I had some really fantastic runs in them. It's always a nice moment when a teammate says, "Whoa, Rob, how do you have 30 kills and no deaths so far?" That's not a guarantee though, and a few wrong decisions can bring your dominating run to a screeching halt. So let's look at some ways to maximize your time in the ATST. First, let's talk weapons. The primary firing weapon is like a blaster on some serious steroids. It does more splash damage than a fat kid falling into a pool, and is the main way you're going to stomp out those rebel dogs. If the enemy player is far away, don't forget that you will need to lead them a bit with your shots, but even then, just get it close and the splash damage will take them out. The left side secondary weapon is kind of like a grenade mortar, and you will see me using it a lot. It fires up explosive projectiles that rain down on the enemy. It's my favorite weapon on the ATST and is a great way to take out groups of enemies or even just one guy hiding behind rocks. Pretty much as soon as its cooldown is over and I can use it again, I always try and fire this thing because it will get you a lot of kills. Don't get caught up using the main laser cannon only. Fire this whenever you can and then use the main weapon while you wait for this to cool down. The right side secondary weapon is just a big old missile. It can kill infantry, but both of the other weapons are more suited for that, so save this for enemy turrets. It does a great job of taking out enemy turrets quickly, and that's important, because those turrets will also take you out quickly. This missile fires low, so you have to aim accordingly if you're firing uphill or there are some barriers in between you and the target. Side note, I like to take out enemy turrets even if they're empty. Might as well keep the enemy threats low, am I right? Next up, let's talk about how to stay alive. Getting all up in the enemy business can be effective and sometimes is the right call because you can distract and push them back, allowing your team to get better position. It's also a great way to die quickly though, so try and utilize cover as best you can. Keeping distance from enemies is a good idea because your weapons do great at long range, but players will miss more trying to shoot you across the map. It also helps keep you away from their deadly ion grenades, which will drop an ATST in a hurry. A buddy and I can drop an ATST easily if he wanders too close while we have ion grenades on, so be mindful of your proximity to the enemies. Also, pay close attention to the shots hitting your ATST for two reasons. The obvious reason is to see where bad guys are shooting you from, so you can know where your main threats are. Now, the less obvious reason that is still vitally important is to be aware of when someone has the ion shot equipped and is hitting you with it. You'll see little sparks, kind of like bits of electricity, running through your ATST whenever you're getting hit with these. This should immediately be priority number one for you. These shots will drop you quick, so you gotta take out the enemy that's hitting you with them. Now, if you want to build up a sick kill streak, try and get in the ATST during the first wave on Hoth. The initial area is great for taking out bad guys down the left side. The rebels will bottleneck there, and you can fairly easily push up, kill those that have made it into the bigger area, and then force them back towards their spawn. It also minimizes where you'll get shot from so you can stay alive longer. I had some really fun times when the enemies would basically give up that side completely because I'd just been killing them, and they would all try and go down the other side of the mountain. Then I could flank them completely and just deal even more destruction. Lastly, if you happen to be in an ATST when the rebel Y-Wing bombers have lowered the shields on your teen AT-ATs, the big walkers, don't be selfish and keep hiding too much trying to stay alive. This is the perfect time to distract the rebels from hitting your AT-ATs. So get out there, draw lots of attention, and just soak up some shots. You'll die quicker, but you will take away crucial damage from your AT-ATs, which is a huge bonus for the team. Now be mindful of the flow of the battle, recognize where you're most needed, and play accordingly. This will yield you some mega kills and help you be a game changer for the team when the time is right. Now if you caused mega destruction in an ATST, hit up the comments with your tips to share with the whole Yesh community. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.